All right, so today we're doing lesson 3.2, and if you are not ready, make sure that you get your chapter 3 math book out, a expo marker, and a pencil. If you don't have those things out, please pause the video, go and get those, and come back and press play. Okay, so once you get those ready, make sure that you have them. And today is chapter 3.2. What we're going to be doing is relating addition and multiplication on page 105. In our learning intention, I can explain how multiplication and addition are the same and how they're different. And how we're going to be successful is I can model equal groups. Remember, equal means the same value. So modeling equal groups with an addition equation, which looks like this, and a multiplication equation, which looks like this. So understanding how those are the same, but also how they are different. So in your Go Math book, we are going to page 105. And it should say lesson 3.2 at the top. Relate addition and multiplication. So starting with unlock the problem. Tamika needs 3 apples to make 1 loaf of apple bread. Each loaf has the same number of apples. How many apples does Tamika need to make 4 loaves? So I have to figure out, what do I have? What information do I need to find? What can I use? So Tamika needs 3 apples to make 1 loaf of apple bread. Each loaf, each meaning 1, has the same number of apples. How many apples does Tamika need to make 4 loaves? And that's our question. So going over here, how many loaves is Tamika making? She's making 4 loaves. Okay. How many apples are in each loaf? So each loaf has the same number of apples. And up here it says Tamika needs 3 apples to make 1 loaf. So how many apples are in each? 3 apples. How can we solve this problem? So in 3.1, we did some skip counting and we did some adding. And so can we use those ways to solve this problem? Yeah, we can. So we can skip count by 3s because that's how many apples are in each loaf. Or we can add 3 4 times. Remember, you can pause the video at any time to catch up to where we are. All right, so we're going to look at one way to add equal groups. So we're using the 4 circles to show the 4 loaves. So each circle represents 1 loaf of bread. It's asking us draw 3 counters in each circle to show the apples Tamika needs for each loaf. So it already gave us 3 circles in this one, and now I need to do 3 circles in the rest. So go ahead and do those 3 circles in each of the groups. Pause this if you need to fill those out. All right, so next it says find the number of counters. Complete the addition sentence. So this is our one way that we're going to solve this, is by adding the counters. So in each one there's 3. So I know how many lines are there left. There's 3 lines. So 3 is here, 3 is there, plus 3 more here, plus 3 more there. If I'm adding all of these, I know 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. Or I can skip count. I can say 3, 6, 9, 12, and it's the same answer. So Tamika needs 12 apples to make how many loaves? 1, 2, 3, 4, based on our groups, to make 4 loaves of apple bread. Okay, so we're going to go to the back. And we're going to do another way. Another way we're going to do this is by multiplying. When you combine equal groups, you can multiply to find how many in all. So multiply means how many groups of something you have all together. So this one we're thinking 4 groups of 3. This is just another way to do this. So we still have our 4 groups, which our 3 counters are in each group. Go ahead and add those circles in there. Since there are the same number of counters in each circle, you can multiply to find how many in all. Multiplication is another way to find how many. So you have the 3 counters in each circle. Multiplication is another way to find how many there are all together in equal groups. So here we would write 4 times 3 equals 12. Or 4 times 3 equals 12. That's just another way to write it. And what these are called, we have the 4 and the 3, those are called factors because those are the numbers that are being multiplied. And then we have the product is the answer to a multiplication problem. So 12 is our product because it's the answer to our multiplication problem 4 times 3. So now moving down to our share and show, it asks us write related addition and multiplication sentences for the model. So remembering that our big circles are how many groups we have. So that's how many times we're going to add something together. And what we want to put on these little lines is how many are in each group. So here each line represents one group. The little circles inside are what we're adding together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 in each group. So I'm adding 5 4 times. So that's how many groups. I have 4 groups and I have 5 in each group. So when I write my multiplication, I want to start with how many groups I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 groups times how many in each group? 5. And one way I can do this is I can skip count by 5s, 5, 10, 15, 20, or I can just add them all together and I get 20. So I know that 4 times 5 equals 20. So now we have here your draw a quick picture to show the equal groups, then write related addition and multiplication sentences. So remembering with my wording, 3 groups of 6. 3 groups means I have 3 big circles and I have 6 inside. I have 6 in this one and I have 6 in this one. Okay, so then when I write my addition, I can do 6 plus 6 plus 6. And what do I get? Go ahead and fill that out. Once you do that, see, how many groups did I have? I had 3 groups, so my 3 times 6 equals that same answer you got. The answer is 18. There you go. So now on this one, I want you to fill this out. How many groups do you have? And how many do you have in each group? So do your groups first, then fill in how many you have in each group. Then fill out your addition sentence, and then your multiplication sentence. Okay, pause this if you need to do that. You can do it on a whiteboard or on here. Okay, so that should be done. And now you should get ready to do your mastery check. And your mastery check asks you draw a picture of 3 groups of 4. Then write the related addition and multiplication sentences for it. So on a whiteboard or separate piece of paper, you need to draw 3 groups of 4. And then just like we did on the math lesson, you need to do an additions and multiplication sentence. Once you finish doing that, take a picture of it and submit it for your assignment or whatever you need to do to make sure your teacher sees that you've done your work. Okay, great job.